Okay, George, time for the seeds. We'll start with the eggplant. You didn't dump all 6 seed packets in there, did you? Oh, no, stop. You can't plant different seeds together. They won't grow right.
Mixing seeds might make interesting new plants.
Well, George, each type of seed has different needs and must be planted just right.
Mamma mia! I made you a special veggie pizza. Extra guava, the way you like it. So fast! You've already planted everything.
Well, Chef, actually, we...
The melon mounds. Soon your hills will be alive with the succulent fruit. And tomatoes. Ooh, drink deep, my rosy darlings. Someday, you will be in my marinara.
Oh, boy. I hope the grocer has seeds left.
Sorry, George. I'm all cleaned out.
Oh.
George hated to disappoint the chef. He always looked so happy on his box. Maybe different color seeds produce different plants. Sorting by both color and size, George ended up with 6 piles of different seeds. But George didn't know where to plant the seeds. Which ones were the corn? Which were tomatoes? And he forgot about those hungry pigeons. Those watermelon seeds matched the seeds in one of his piles.
That's going to be one crazy salad, George.
There were seeds inside the pepper. And they matched a pile too. And even the corn.
George, Professor Wiseman has a whole book about seeds. Wow.
Well, you don't need my help. You've got a monkey.
Well, I'll be. That's the last one. What should we do with the extra seeds?
George and the man with the yellow hat took excellent care of the roof garden together.
George.
Until at last, the vegetables were ready to be picked.
Everyone, please thank my friends for the delicious vegetables you are eating tonight. For you, eggplant parmesan a la Giorgio. And friend.
Oh, so good. Oh.
They say the best meals come from a chef's heart, but sometimes they come from the roof of a monkey. Hundley could finally reach that itchy spot, which felt great. Until he saw that he was out of uniform.
Are you trying to drink that dirty water? Oh, how sad. No collar. Oh, you have no home. Oh, you can relax now. I'll get you clean water and a loving home.
There was no Hundley. He'd never left his post before. Hundley couldn't understand why this nice lady would bring him to such a terrible-looking place.
Oh, what a handsome guy you are. And you look so dignified.
Well, maybe it wasn't all bad. This one had excellent taste. Hundley was never so happy to see George. It was pretty obvious he wanted to go home.
Excuse me. Please do not shake up that nice dog.
Oh, we found a stray monkey, and so cute. We could find him a new home easily.
We have an open cage right here.
Next, he had to explain his Hundley escape plan to his team of experts. He showed them where the cages were and which one had Hundley in it.
Oh, how sweet.
Phase 2, the escape artist.
Who's that?
We'd better check the cages. There's no one missing.
Or maybe he could.
Shh. Please. Thank you.
He was so sure it slid out. Maybe he pushed when he should have pulled. George hadn't figured out phase 3, how to get out unseen.
Would you please go see what's upsetting them?
Oh, it's just the cleaning lady.
Oh, the cleaning lady. Stop her, please. I got to pay her.
Too late. She's gone.
There was one step left to complete George's plan. And now that Hundley felt dignified again, George could get back to his game. And Hundley could get back to defending his lobby's dignity.
Professor Wiseman says I should show my drawings to Dr. Forbin, but she didn't say why. She only said it's a great chance and I should hurry over. Come on. Can't be late.
I have to be at the airport in an hour. I can't wait around.
Don't worry, he's always on time.
We're in too much of a hurry to walk. We're gonna take the bus.
George saw something that really caught his eye. A bus stop with lots of free maps.
George? George, this isn't our stop. We have a long way to go.
Next stop, First Street.
Uh-oh.
My portfolio. Wait! Stop! This is not a problem. This is not a problem. All that happened is the bus drove off with my presentation. The one I'm supposed to show in 7 minutes. Right. We have a map, so we know exactly where that bus is going. We just have to catch up with it. Taxi! Go! George!
I have to leave in 6 minutes.
He'll be here.
George needed to find something else moving in the right direction. The truck was going the wrong way. But he did find out how the sand gets into sandboxes.
Is that your bus stopped at 10th Street?
Yes, that's it! Do you see George anywhere?
Who's George? You want a bus, then a monkey, then a bicycle, then a portfolio, now a George.
I'm so sorry. I must get to the airport.
Oh, I'll wait here. When he shows up, I'll tell him you had to go.
George was so happy to stop, he almost didn't notice where he was. George had done it. He'd gotten there first.
Taxi! What is... Wow. Is this yours? Because I could use this. There's more. They're great.
There's George! Stop the cab! George, my portfolio, my drawings. Dr. Forbin.
Dr. Forbin? He didn't tell me to look for a Dr. Forbin.
You say these are your drawings? They're exactly what I need for signs in our children's museum in Paris. I want you to come to Paris right away and work with me.
You hear that, George? We're going to Paris!
So you took a cab to catch a bus, to find a monkey, to get a portfolio, to show a doctor, to take a cab, to catch a plane, to go to Paris? That's a busy Sunday morning.
Please, hurry. We have a plane to catch in 1 minute.
Wow, this is the latest he's ever been for anything. Go!
Looks like your bag monkey's not so good with lunch meat.
That's baloney. He knows exactly what he's doing.
This competition is so in the bag.
You almost had it. Get some rest and you'll be ready for the big day tomorrow.
George sure didn't feel ready. He wished there was some way to practice more before the contest. George realized it wasn't just food he could practice fitting together.
Welcome, folks, to the 14th Annual Bag Olympics. Our contestants are warming up before the 3-round bag elimination contest.
Look, it's not whether you win or lose. It's how you bag the produce. Just go out there and have fun.
On your marks, get set, bag!
George, just do your best in the next round.
On your marks, get set, bag!
I'm done!
What?
Looks like we have an egg break. That's an automatic elimination.
George is doing great. All of our hard work must have paid off.
The monkey's gotten good. But don't worry, I'll win this.
Alrighty then, it's come down to these two. Representing Largemont, the fastest bag of this side of Endless Park, the angsty teen from Avenue 14, Rodney! And representing City Grocery, the monkey with moxie, the battling beggar from In Avenue, George! Beggars, are you ready?
Yeah, ready to win.
On your marks, get set, bag!
Oh no, a canned ham, the beast of all processed meats.
Think outside the bag, George.
Yeah.
George realized that ham and cheese always go great together.
Yes! Done! Me! It's all me!
And the winner is...
No!
George!
Great job, George. But how did you get so good? I am impressed. Too bad there's no room for your trophy.
The next morning, George emerged from the tent ready for anything. Well, anything but.
Time to go home, George. No, George. Soon.
But soon never came.
Poor George. I don't know when I'll be able to take him camping again.
Gee, I haven't gone camping in years. Hey, maybe that's what Hundley and I should do on our next day off. Camp. And George can come too.
Oh, that would be great. George, would you like to go camping with Hundley?
This should be as good a spot as any since we've got the trailer.
As an expert camper, George knew that he had to gather firewood. As a lobby dog, Hundley knew that he had to keep everything orderly and dignified. How odd. George was sure he'd gathered more than that.
We don't need firewood, George. I have a microwave oven.
Hundley thought either someone just took his picture or that was lightning. They didn't know how long it had rained because the clock in the trailer had stopped working. Until now, Hundley thought only George could make a mess this big.
I left the top down. The rain ruined the auto navigator. It's too dark to find our way home without it. But we can't stay in that soggy trailer either.
It did seem hopeless. George wondered what an expert camper would do.
Not a bad lean-to, George. But all of our sleeping bags are soaked.
As an expert camper, George did know one thing hot enough to dry them.
If you're thinking about building a fire with that, we can't. We need dry wood for that.
Using the lighter in George's pack, the doorman was able to start a warm fire. But without electricity, he was unable to open a can. Then George remembered something else that campers do. They cook food on sticks. In the end, they all had a very satisfying meal.
George?
That is the kite we gotta buy. Okay, let's see what we've got. I hope we have enough. 350, 5, 785, 86, 87. We need more. No. Oh.
You know, you could put the kite on layaway.
You give us part of the money now, and we'll save the kite for you until you have the rest.
How long would you like us to hold it?
Well, we'll have to find some jobs and earn the money. We can come back for the kite first thing on Monday?
Monday it is.
Oh. Come on, George, let's get to work. Hello, Mr. Quint. This is Bill from Bill and George's Excellent Job Service, where every job we do is excellent. You do? Great, thank you. Yes, we'll be there right on time. Hi, Mrs. Rankins. This is Bill from Bill and George's Excellent Job Service, where every job we do is excellent. And it's a lot to do. I got it! We'll get everything organized. We'll make a schedule. Huh? A schedule. I use them all the time to keep myself A1 perfectly organized. So after we pull the weeds, we'll have exactly 20 minutes to walk the dogs, 25 minutes to mow the lawn, etc., which leaves us 45 minutes to pick apples at the Rankins.
Bright and early the next morning, Bill and George set off for work.
Where to first, George? 60 minutes to pull weeds. Set the official schedule timer, George. I didn't know this yard was so big. I hope 60 minutes is enough time. Yikes! You're right! We used up 10 minutes just to get here!
Bill and George worked as fast as they could.
Our next job is... walking the dogs. 20 minutes? Let's go! Come on!
Bill and George had to run fast and mow fast.
All right! We finished on time! Oh no! It's raining! Now what are we gonna do? We lost an hour waiting for the rain, and now we have to repaint the shed. We'll never catch up.
George got an idea how they might make up the lost time.
You take half the jobs and I take the other half? Why not? It's still the schedule. We're just doing it separately, right?
Even though it had stopped raining, the weather wasn't cooperating. It was too windy for apple picking.
Hello, George. I was just about to make myself a sandwich. Would you like one?
But eating wasn't on the schedule. Well, now it was. Maybe, instead of fighting the weather, he should just come up with a new schedule.
What are you doing here? A visit isn't on the schedule?
Inside jobs, they could do while the weather was bad, and outside jobs for when the sun was shining.
That's a great idea, George. I should have thought of that. Come on.
For the rest of that day, Bill and George did their inside jobs. And the next day, when the weather was good, they finished all their outside jobs. And on Monday morning, a very tired Bill and a very tired George bought their kite.
Well, you have more than enough. Here's the change, George.
And George even had enough money to give to some needy friends.
Here you go.
Wow.
So once again, it was a great day for two friends to fly a kite. And to take a nap.
Everyone was excited about riding the Turbo Python 3000. Except the man with the yellow hat. He was afraid of roller coasters and remembered the first and last time he rode a roller coaster. It was so long ago, he was just the boy with the yellow hat. And since that day, roller coasters upset him.
Okay, I'm a grown man. I have no reason to fear a roller coaster. No! Enjoy the ride, George. Whew. I am thirsty.
Excuse me. I'm sorry, but you can't ride the Turbo Python 3000. You have to be as tall as this sign to ride. And, you're not.
So you want to grow big and strong like me, huh? Great! I'll show you the proper workout, and you can be as big as me in 5 years.
George couldn't wait 5 years. Not today. One, 2, 3, 4 and a half. George had grown half a licorice whip. Eating like a giraffe and exercising really helped. Maybe he could stretch himself the last half a licorice whip.
That's it, honey. Go to sleep. Nothing makes you grow like a good sleep. And I want you to grow up to be big and healthy.
All this growing made George tired. If sleep made you grow, he could do 2 things at once. Sleep made George grow a lot, at least in his dream.
I'm sorry. You can't ride the Turbo Python 3000. You're too big.
George didn't grow as big as he had in his dream, but he grew enough to be 5 licorice whips tall.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5. You grew already?
Any chance you've been nibbling on those licorice whips, George? When you were first measured, the licorice whips were longer, so it took 4 of them to measure you. But every time you took a bite, you made it smaller. So now it takes 5 to measure you.
So you didn't grow at all. Sorry.
What's with all these sour faces? I don't like sour faces at me park, you know.
Oh, hi there, Captain Zany. You see, this monkey's too short to ride the Turbo Python 3000.
Too short? Bah! He's not too short. Monkeys don't grow very big. That's why we have the... You must be this tall if you're a monkey side.
You can ride, George, and I'm coming with you. But first, give me all your licorice.
Huh?
George saw something he'd never seen before. So that's where it came from. That little lamp on the table.
That's really something, huh? Now, see how the train has been cut out of the lampshade? Now the light shines through it, and voila!
Now that George knew how the lampshade worked, he couldn't wait to get home and make one. George couldn't wait for his light picture to move across his own room. But wait, how did it move? Something was making the lampshade move. Was there a motor underneath? The lamp was hot, which reminded George of something. Maybe hot air from the light bulb moved the lampshade. George had his answer. Oh no, the store was closed, and George was locked in. Oh well, he'd just have to make his lampshade here. Skates would definitely make that easier. Fortunately, Mabel's had everything he needed. George decided to keep track of the stuff he used so he could pay the store back later. Of course, even a monkey on a mission has to take time out for a little fun. The lampshade was done. He couldn't wait to show it to the man with the yellow hat. Except he couldn't show it to him because he was locked in. And George had no way to tell him where he was. Or maybe he did. Now all George had to do was wait.
George? Oh, looking for a monkey in the city is like looking for a needle in a... What? Huh? Well, I'll be... Ha! What a smart little monkey. Hi.
We're closed. Come back tomorrow.
I just need to pick up my monkey.
That's a new one.
Welcome home, buddy. Sleep tight.
George thought it was great to be home, even if he had no idea how he got there.